Describe your injury and how you became paralyzed, how it's changed your body.
How it's changed my body. Describe my injury and how it changed my body. In a synopsis, I had a ski injury, and it was a high-level quad. So it broke 4, 5, and 6 vertebrae, which in the cervical spine is pretty much your connection of the spinal cord to the whole body. The spinal cord was severed and was basically, it was like a hairpin turn kind of a break. So the spine was here and everything broke over this way, and the spinal cord got pinched and bent underneath of all that, and then in the middle of it. So when they opened me up, they did a 12-hour surgery the first day, and Dr. Andre Dvorak, who's just amazing, he decided in his wisdom after that 12-hour surgery that he should go in again anteriorly and put in screws to the hardware that he had put in. He had made the decision when he saw me, and actually he had been working on a new technique, which is called neural webbing of the spine, and that's a layman's terminology for it. I don't know what it's called scientifically, but it's where they actually web some type of almost like fiber into the spinal cord itself before they kind of patch it all. They don't do anything to the spinal cord, they just kind of push it all back in. But he had done this webbing, and I was probably one of the first people that had been in his, not experiment, but in his kiosk that way. And there was a group of us, and none of us had to get hardware like Brad had, which was the Harrington thing. And his theory was that you would make a much quicker, recovery, and that there wasn't as much, that there was more information in the system right away without being in this traction and being sort of stuck in one position. So he did that on me, and then the next day he went in and did about a 6-hour surgery anteriorly to actually put the screws into the hardware that he had put in, the titanium plates. And that was the injury. And the way it affected my body was I was completely paralyzed. Initially, I didn't have connection to my breathing apparatus except for the diaphragm. So all of the intercostals and the innervation that kind of is from here down where we breathe from, which isn't just the diaphragm, there's a lot of different muscles. They were all out of the picture, and I couldn't, the most I could do at that point was lift my head. This arm moved a little bit, and this arm didn't move at all. And so that's what happened. And it was a skiing injury, as I said, and it was, one of those kind of situations where the day was wonderful. I was, at a point, I was 47 and really busy career-wise and very athletic and a yogi when I came into this, and that was one of the decisions actually that Dr. Dvorak made when he decided to do that type of a surgery on me, because he wouldn't do it on everybody, but he felt that even with my age I was very strong and that I had a really good system when they had done my vitals and stuff. So I was lucky, and that was probably along with many other really pivotal points in this journey, the first one. Yeah.
Sorry, can I just make a quick note? Try to avoid saying think, as I said earlier, or like we talked about before. It just makes it easier for me to edit.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Any feedback you want to give me, great.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And well, with the thing with